Hi.
All right. Well, you gotta stop
Hi, how
making
are you?
noise.
What? Hi.
Hello. Set up. Is that gonna be on my mat?
There you go. Yeah,
Try
just turn it
this.
down a little. We'll start standing probably, but I don't have to see your whole face or anything. There you go.
There.
That's
Hey,
perfect.
Lori. I have to stoop for a minute. Hi. It's too
Hi.
far. No, that's not gonna work. Let me do it up here.
Well, what you can do is put me on speaker view so that you'll see me.
Yeah. I'm trying to use a tripod, but it's not cooperating very well. Anywho, it just doesn't have a space that works.
Yeah, I mean, I have to be in my little tiny room. This is the only room I have to do any of this where people don't hear background. Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
That looks great.
I just raced home from work. I was like, I'm going to get on live today instead of having to watch the recording.
Oh, where do you work?
I work for, I do home loans for prime lending, and I work for a builder. So we're all still business as usual right now, although we are working from home. But this week I started going back to the office because I'm so tired of working from home.
Oh, yeah.
The office is only like 3 miles away from my house, so it's super easy to go back and forth.
Oh, nice.
No one else is up there, so.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh,
is anybody else on?
I don't know. Last week I only had like 3 people. I don't know if 5:30 is a good time or not.
I don't know either. I think it's probably hard to find great times.
Yeah, and I don't know about the other evening classes. Like by evening time, I'm not doing classes, so.
Yeah.
I don't know how they've been. I'll have to ask Alicia. But yeah, last week I had like 3 people. But we'll wait a couple minutes just to see if anybody else pops on.
Okay.
Oh, like right there. There's someone.
Most of the ones I'm doing, I'm having to watch recorded at a different time to make it work with my schedule and stuff. And there, somebody's trying to call me.
Oh, how funny.
Fine. There.
Hi, Jim.
Hi there. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Stiff. Stiff and old. Stiff and old.
Well, how have the virtual classes been going for you?
When I can get in, when I finally figured out how to get in, I'm doing fine. Thank you. Most of the time.
Good, good.
If I can get my camera to work.
Yeah. There's
Oh, there it is. I got it. There we go.
Okay. There you go.
I can see my fat, you know what, so there you go.
Yeah, it's different. I don't get on all the live classes, but sometimes I've done the recorded ones.
I've done one of your recorded ones, I believe.
Okay. Yeah. So that's nice. People can get on when they need to. But all right, well, we'll get started. I'll just mute you guys just so no background noise comes in. And I always forget how to do this. Oh, it's right here.
That's right in front of you.
No, it's not that.
Try your top right corner.
It's.
You have an iPad?
No.
Oh, then I won't.
But I was just, let's see.
There should be a way for you to mute us.
Look at this. Oh, okay. There is a way. I always forget. Oh yeah, right here. No, that's not it.
You're starting to sound like me.
Oh Yeah, it's right here. Okay, yeah, it's where you go to the video part and it says, well, it should be manage participants. Yeah, right there. That's what I thought. Mute all. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're going to start standing a little bit to stretch out a little bit standing. All right. So just starting with, and I'll scoot back as far as I can just so you guys can see. But just feet hip width, parallel. Take an inhale, reach up for the ceiling. Really reaching everything up, even your shoulder blades. And then exhale, lowering those arms down. And inhale, reach. And hold your arms up. Reach the right fingertips to the ceiling, really stretching the right side of your body. And then the left fingertips reach up, stretching the left side of the body. And one more time each side, right hand and left side. And then reach both arms up. Pull your abs up also, and exhale, lower those arms. And now we're gonna reach the arms forward. We're gonna make big circles with the arms, really stretching behind you. Keeping it slow, just so we can feel each part of the stretch on our chest and our arms. One more, reaching back, and then reverse. So reaching back, up, and forward. Back, up, and front. Two more. And just breathing. And hold those arms down by your side. Reach the arms up again. You're going to take your right wrist into your left hand and reach the right arm up and over to your left. And then come up through the center. Right hand holds the left wrist and you pull that left arm up and over to your right. And then both arms up to the ceiling. Lower those arms down. Let's roll the shoulders forward and back. Forward and back. So every time you go back, you're squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other. Last one. And then reverse. Squeeze back to front. Back to roll forward. Back to front. Last one. And then hold those arms right there. Let's start with a little bit of balance. So take your hips on your hands on the hips, feet parallel, facing forward, shifting the weight onto your left foot, keeping those hips nice and stable. Lift the right knee, hip height. Now we're just going to tap the toes, tap the right toes to the floor, and lift the knee back up. And tap the toes and lift. So as you're doing this, you're just pulling those abs up, tightening the left leg, the glute, and the left thigh so that you're stable on that left side. And last one, you're going to hold the knee up, hold it up. So you're going to keep yourself facing forward. You're going to open the knee out only where you can keep your hips forward and then bring that knee back front. Open the knee, bring it back front. Open the knee, bring it forward. One more. Open and front, and then lower the right foot down. Shake it out. Now we're going to be working, lifting that left leg. So hands on the hips, shift your weight onto that right leg, tighten that leg muscle and the glutes. Lift the left knee, tap the toe. Lift the knee, tap the toe. So feeling the whole spine staying nice and tall as you lift the knee. So you're just creasing at this hip socket right here. Last two. Abs are pulling up to keep you nice and tall. Lift the knee and hold it. So holding this knee up, you just open it only where you keep those hips stable and then bring it back forward. So just moving that in that hip socket and front. Open and front. So really lifting out of that right side, pulling those abs in and up, using the breath. And exhale one more. Open to the side, bring it forward, and lower it down. Shake it out. All right, let's go ahead and sit down onto our mat. So you can face either any way you want. We're just gonna take ourselves down onto the mat and stay sitting. I'm gonna turn myself so you can see me a little bit. All right, so just take your hands under your thighs, under the back of the knees, and let's just move our spine a little bit. So sitting really tall, so I'm pulling on the back of my legs to pull my spine really tall. Now I'm just gonna keep my legs together as I round my spine into a C curve. So shoulders are down, away from my ears. I'm pulling my belly button back like someone's pulling it behind me. And then I'm gonna lengthen my spine. And exhale, I'm gonna round. And inhale, lengthen the spine tall. And exhale, chin to chest, tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly button back into your spine. And then lift yourself tall. Now, reach your arms out in front. Shoulder height, shoulder width, palms face each other. Just lift your shoulders up by your neck and drop them down your back. Strike your shoulders up, drop them down. I want you to feel that. Feel really strong. And when you drop them down, your neck is really long. Hold it right there. Hold your long neck. Squeeze your legs together. You curl the tailbone, scoop the abs. We're just rolling halfway back. Keep your feet planted on the floor. And then lift yourself up really tall through the top of the head. You start from the hips to curl that tailbone. Scoop the abs. Roll back to the waistline of the pants. And lift back up. Lengthen your spine tall. 2 more like that. Squeeze the legs together as you roll back. So those legs are hugging together. The feet are pressed into the floor. And lift really tall. This is your last one. We're holding it back. Curl the tailbone. Scoop the abs. Hold it right here. Lift your right arm up to the ceiling. Lower it down. Left arm lift and lower. Right arm lift and lower. Left arm lift and lower. Keep scooping those abs. See if you can curl your pubic bone to your belly button 1 more inch. Last one each arm. And then sit yourself really tall. Hold on to the front of your shins. Pull your spine really tall. Big inhale, big exhale. Reach those arms forward. Shoulder height, shoulder width. Remember, shoulders are down. Curl the tailbone, scoop the abs. Find that half roll back position. Hold. Lift both arms up and lower. Both arms lift, both arms lower. You might start feeling that earthquake in the abs. Last 2. Last 1. And sit yourself really tall. Big inhale. We're going to put those 2 together in a circle. Reach those arms forward. Squeeze your legs together. Curl the tailbone, find the half roll back. Hold it. We're going to lift our arms up to the ceiling. Open them out to the side. Bring them forward. Lift, open, front. 1 more this way. Hold your arms front, pause. We reverse. We open to the side. Lift up and lower. Open. Lift and lower. 2 more. Using your breath. Keep curling that tailbone up to the ceiling and sit tall. Hold on. Bring your knees out to the side. Take a little stretch forward. And then sit tall. We're almost going down, but not quite. We have 1 more. We have to rotate. Squeeze those legs together. Reach those arms out in front of you. Curl the tailbone, roll back halfway, pause. You take your left arm, reach it out to the side and rotate to the left, reaching those fingertips in opposite directions, and then reach that arm back forward. Now to the right. Right arm reaches out. Reach the fingertips opposite and center. And left. Rotating the upper body as the hips and legs stay stable. Rotating to the right and front. 1 more each side. Left. Really take a moment and reach. And bring it back forward. Last time to the right. Reach to the right. And now lower yourself all the way down. One up. Are we doing okay? Jim, I don't see you at all. All right. Okay, so feet flat, hip width apart, head down. All right, so feel those shoulder blades press down into the floor, press the palms into the floor. Lift the right leg to tabletop, okay? So check to make sure your knee is over your hip and your shin is parallel to the ceiling, okay? Now, you're gonna pull these low abs in, like you're pulling them into the floor. You're gonna tap your right toes to the floor and lift. Tap and lift. Now we're moving that right side. Move from the thigh bone and that hip socket. Keeping the 90-degree bend in the knee as you tap the toes and lift. Tap and lift. Keep those hips stable. And press down into the floor. Last one. And then lower the right foot to the floor. Lift the left leg to tabletop. Pull these abs in. Low abs pulling in. Tap your toes and lift. Left toes tap and lift. Moving from the thigh bone, moving from that hip socket. Tap and lift. The right foot is pressing into the floor. The inner thighs are turned on. Last one. Hold the left leg up. Bring the right leg to meet it. So now both legs are in tabletop. Squeeze your legs together. Press your hands and your shoulders into the floor and tap both toes to the floor and lift. Use those abs. As you tap, you inhale to pull those abs up. Inhale, exhale. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Really pressing the shoulders into the mat. Last two. And pull your knees into your chest. Hug them in with your hands, rock side to side. All right. Bring those legs in the tabletop here. Now we're going to go into our 100. You can always keep your head down. You don't have to lift your head. I'm going to lift my head. So we're all going to lift our arms to the ceiling, keeping those legs squeezed in together. Take an inhale, nod the chin to the chest, and lift the head, lift the shoulders, and the chest. You're welcome to keep your head down. Now you pump your arms, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep pumping your arms and breathing. Now you can reach your legs to a high diagonal. You don't have to. You can keep them in tabletop. You can also keep your head down. So those are your options. Keep breathing and pumping. You can lower your legs a little if you want. It can be in a high diagonal. Squeeze those inner thighs. As you breathe, you're opening the back of the ribs. Inhale, 2. And last set. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull the knees in, lay your head back, and roll your head side to side. Stretching out the neck. All right. Go ahead and rock yourself up to sitting. Okay. Lengthening your legs out in front of you. We're going to roll down. So we're rolling down onto the mat to start our roll up. So we're going from sitting first. So reaching those arms out in front of you. You're pressing your legs down into the floor. You're flexing your feet, hugging those inner thighs together. Curl the tailbone. You lower your eyes into your abdominals so you can round and keep your chin into your chest. Good. Here's where you find those muscles. Now, reach your arms back above your head. Take an inhale, lift your head and arms. Exhale, roll all the way up. and you reach forward. As you reach forward, you pull your belly back. So you have an opposition. You start curling the tailbone. Squeeze the legs together, press them into the floor. Slowly roll down. Inhale, reach the arms back by your ears. Exhale, lift head and arms and roll up. Keep reaching those feet away from you. Chin tucked into your chest. You reach the top of the head forward past your toes. You curl the tailbone. Slowly, slowly, slowly roll down as you reach those legs away. All right, let's go a little quicker. So inhale, lift arms and head. Exhale, roll up. 2, 3, inhale. Start rolling back and lower. 2, 3, inhale, up. 2, 3, and roll back. 2, 3, one more. Inhale, exhale, up. 2, 3, and roll back. 2, 3, sink down on the mat. All right, you can recenter yourself on the mat. I pushed myself back. All right, lengthening both legs on the mat. You pull your right knee into your chest. Really pull it and find that stretch. Your left leg is long on the floor, flexing the foot, reaching that left heel away from you. Straighten the right leg to the ceiling, arms down to the floor. You cross this leg over the left leg, then around, up to the ceiling, pause. Cross over, down, around, and pause. Good. 3 more. Cross, down, around, and lift. 2, and 1. Hold it at the ceiling. Now in reverse. Open out only shoulder width. Lower down across the left and back up. Out shoulder width. Lower, across, and up. Keep going. 2 more. Just open the leg shoulder width. Trying to stabilize that left hip as you move the right leg. Last circle. Lift it to the ceiling, pause. Lengthen that leg long as you lower it to the floor, nice and slow. There you go. And then pull the left knee in, give it a stretch. As you pull your left knee to the chest, the right leg is reaching away, long on the mat, reaching for that heel. Now lift the leg to the ceiling, press your arms down into the floor, cross over the left leg down, out to the side and back up. Cross, down, around, and up. Cross, down, open, and up. Good. 2 more like that. Only opening that leg, shoulder width out to the left, stabilizing the right hip, and pause at the ceiling. Now you reverse. You open out only shoulder width, lower down, cross over, and up. Open out, down, cross, and up. Using the breath. Inhale to start the circle, exhale to complete it. Last one. Lift that leg to the ceiling, lengthen it 2 inches longer, and slowly lower it to the floor. All right. Now, take a full roll up to sit up. So like a roll, reach the arms up to the ceiling. Take an inhale, lift the head. Exhale, roll up. Reaching up. Now take a little stretch here. Hold on to your ankles or your toes or your calves and just take a little stretch for that low back. And let's sit tall here. All right, so let's go into our rolling like a ball. If this doesn't feel good for your back, then you're just gonna practice your little balance here. So you don't have to roll if your back is not good. All right, so hands under the knees. Knees can go shoulder width apart, but feet stay together. So you're sitting tall here. Now find that little C curve like we did in the beginning when we did our roll back or when we were stretching our spine. So you curl the tailbone, you look your eyes down, shoulders down your back. Now slide your heels in towards your hips and lift your feet and see if you can find a balance. Now you keep pressure into your hands on the back of your legs. So you're pressing your legs into your hands into your legs, and see if you can pull your abs away from your thighs 2 more inches without rolling back yet. Good, so we're on a little balance here. So now take a big inhale, roll to the tips of the shoulder blades, and exhale, come back up. Good, keep the pressure, hands in the thighs, thighs in the hands, scoot the abs away from the thighs. Keep the round spine, good. Inhale back, exhale up. Inhale back, exhale up. Good, really tucking that tailbone towards your forehead, scooping the low abs away from the thighs. Think about pulling your belly button away from your thighs. That's it. Last one. Keeping the chin tucked into the chest. Find your balance at the top. Hold it there. Balance, balance, balance. And then place those feet down. Let's stretch them out in front of us. Okay? Reach the arms out. We're going to roll ourselves down. So drop your chin into your chest. Start curling the pelvis back, lowering the hips, then the low back, then the rib, then the shoulders, and pull both knees into your chest. Okay. So going to after, you can always put your head down whenever you need to. So don't, if you need to put your head down, please do so. I'll always cue the curl up, but know that you can always have your head down. All right, take it out. On your exhale, nod chin into the chest first. Lift the head, lift the shoulders, and the chest. Both hands on your right knee, left leg to your high diagonal. Now, feel the tailbone reach long and away. So make sure that tailbone is pressed down into the floor. And switch legs. And switch. And switch. And switch. So you can keep your leg really high, or you can lower it halfway. It's wherever you can keep your abdominals pulled in and not go into your low back. Now keep your eyes on your navel, on your belly button. If you're looking at the ceiling, you're going to hurt your neck. Last 2. And pull both knees in, lower the head. Take a big breath. All right, we're going to do our double leg stretch in 2 parts. Actually, 3 parts. So we're going to do arms, then we'll do legs, then we'll do it all together. So you'll get a little rest in between. Take an inhale. Nod chin to chest. Exhale as you lift head, lift shoulders. Okay? Keep the knees right where they are. Reach the arms back by your ears. Hold it. Hold your curl up. Circle the arms. Hug the knees. Good. Stay curled up or put your head all the way down. Reach the arms by your ears. Circle. Hug. Take an inhale to reach the arms. Exhale as you circle. Hug your knees. Hold it here. Lay your head down. Take a breath. Now we're going to do just the legs. Remember, you can keep your head down if you need to. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale. Nod chin into the chest. Lift the head, lift the shoulders. Now, keep the arms right here. Reach the legs out to a diagonal. Inhale. Exhale, pull the knees in. Inhale, reach the legs. Exhale, pull them in. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Hold your ankles and lower your head. Okay, now we're going to put those both together. Okay, take an inhale through the nose. Exhale, lift head, lift shoulders. Here we go. Arms reach by the ears, legs reach to your high diagonal. Pause. Circle the arms, bend the knees in. Inhale, reach arms and legs. Exhale, circle arms, bend the knees. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle, bend. One more. And around, hug those knees. Lower the head. Nice job. Woo! Are we warm? Thumbs up? Yes? All right. Okay. All right. So let's go into our scissors. Bring your knees into your chest. We're curling up again. So take your inhale. Always inhale before you curl up. On your exhale, you curl up. Head and shoulders. Lift those legs to the ceiling. Take both hands behind the right calf or ankle. Where can you reach? Flex both feet. Pull the right leg towards you. 1, 2. Switch legs. Pull, pull. Switch, pull, pull. Switch, pull, pull. Switch, pull, pull. Breathe. Keep your legs as straight as you can keep them. You want to feel a stretch to the back of those hamstrings. Your tailbone is heavy. Your abs are in. Last one with the left. And pull those knees in. Lower down. Hi, Elizabeth. You can put your finger on. Right. Woo, catch your breath. So. Hi. All right. Let's put your arms down on your side. Lift your legs to the side, down for this one. All right. So make sure your tailbone is heavy. Your abs are pulled in. You're only going where your low back doesn't arch. So we're gonna lower our legs 2 inches and use your abs to lift them back up. Crease at your hip socket. Lower the legs away from your chest and lift them back up. Straight leg lowers and lift. Last 2 and lift. Last 1, lower and lift. Pull your knees in, hug them in. All right, take your hands behind your head. Bring your legs into your tabletop. Lift your elbows slightly, about an inch or 2 off the floor, so that you can stand in your peripheral. Squeeze those legs together. Nod your chin into your chest. Lift your head, lift your shoulders. Your eyes are looking into your belly button. All right, hold it here, tailbone heavy. Curl up an inch from those ribs, lower an inch. Up an inch. Lower an inch, up an inch, lower an inch. Don't move those hips. Keep those legs and hips stable. Last one, curl up, hold. Hold it here. Twist to your left. Rotate to the left. Come back to the center, look at your belly button. Rotate to the right. Back to the center, look at your belly button. Rotate left. Inhale to come center. Exhale to rotate. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Shoulders up and over. Elbows wide. Come to the center, pause. Curl up 1 more inch. Lower back down. Hug your knees in. Woo! All right, rock yourself up to sitting. Straighten the legs out in front of you. Let's go wide here, wider than your mat. And if you have tight hamstrings, you just pop your knees up a little bit so that you can sit really tall out of your pelvis. So you don't want to be sitting like this just because I said straight legs. I want you to sit where you can sit on top of your sit bones, okay? All right, reach those arms in front of you. Shoulder height, shoulder width. All right, so you're pulling your toes back to your knees, so we flex our feet for this one. All right, take an inhale, grow tall, pull those abs up. Exhale, chin to chest, round up and over an imaginary beach ball as you reach the hands forward, but pull the belly button back. You inhale, stack your spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale. Exhale, nod chin to chest, round the upper spine, pulling the bottom of the ribs behind you. Inhale to stack. 1 more like this, then we're going to change it up. Inhale. Exhale. Reach forward. Pull the belly button back as you pull the hands forward. And then stack tall. Now reach the arms up by your ears. Now your arms are just going to follow your upper body. So you take an inhale, grow tall. Exhale, round to reach forward, but pull the belly button back. Inhale to stack your spine. Your arms stack up with you. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, chin to chest, round forward, reach, but pull your abs back. Your legs are tight. You inhale, stack up. 1 more. Inhale, exhale, reach it forward. Now, let yourself go forward. Collapse at your hip sockets. So you can stretch forward, reach the hands forward. Hands on the floor. Now tuck the tailbone, stack your spine up, and just let your hands slide back towards you. Keep your legs here. Let's do a little bit of rotation. Reach those arms out to the sides, okay? So they're slightly in front of your shoulders, because if you go too far back, then you're pushing your chest back forward, okay? So bring those hands slightly in front of your shoulders, but reach those fingertips long, okay? Take an inhale to grow tall. We're going to go to the left first so I can see you. You twist to the left. You bring your chin to your chest. You reach your right hand past your left foot for 3. Little further on 2. Tuck your chin and reach forward. Reach right hand past your left foot. There you go. And tuck your tailbone. Scoop the abs to stack yourself up. Back to center. And twist to the right. Chin to chest. Reach left hand past the right foot. Keep reaching, that's it. And then stack up through the middle. Inhale, grow tall in the middle. Remember, bend those knees to sit tall if you need to. Rotate to the left, chin to chest. Reach right hand past your left foot. Good. For 3, 2, 1, stack up. Right in the middle, exhale, twist, and reach for 3. Little further on 2. Furthest on 1, and stack up. Hold yourself into the middle. Bring those legs in front of you. And reach your arms forward. We're going to roll, bring your legs all the way together in front of you. And then roll yourself down. So really tucking the tailbone, finding the round low back. All the way down. All right. We're going to roll onto our stomach. So let's start with our hands on the side of our thighs, arms long, okay? Legs are gonna go hip socket width apart, parallel. Hands on the side of your thighs. Now engage those shoulders onto your back, like you're squeezing your shoulders towards each other so they're not falling to the floor. Good. Now, keep your legs pressed into the floor as you lift your head and chest. Lift the head, lift the chest, slide your hands down the side of your thighs, and then lower yourself back down. Chest and then head. Good. And then lift the head first. Lift the head, lift the chest. As you lift the chest, your abs are pulling you up. And then lower, lower, lower. And inhale, lift head, shoulders, and chest. And lower, lower, lower. This time, we're staying up. Go ahead and lift the head and chest. Lifting up. Now, take your hands off the side of your thighs. Turn the palms to face the ceiling. Legs stay down. Pull your abs away from the floor. Pump your arms up to the ceiling. Pump and pump and pump and pump. Keep your chest lifted. Neck long. Abs in. Keep pumping and breathing. And lower down. Everything to the floor. Now, open your arms out to the side to a T. Palms face the floor. Now, connect your shoulders on your back so they're not just drooping down to the floor. There we go. Now, lift your head, lift your chest, lift your arms. Good. So neck is still long. Now I want you to squeeze the shoulder blades to lift the arms. Up 2 inches, down 2 inches. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift your arms. Lift your arms off the floor. Lift your hands off the floor. Lift your arms up, lower down. Squeeze the shoulders to lift and lower. Squeeze the shoulders to lift and lower. Good. You're just lifting the arms up and lowering. Lift the arms 2 inches, lower them 2 inches. Last one. And lower all the way down. Now, keep your head down. Slide your arms up above your head to the letter Y. So, maybe just a little bit more above your head, Amy. Yeah, all right. Now, keep your legs long on the floor. So, reach those legs 2 inches longer than they are now. Reaching them away from you should engage your legs and reaching that tailbone down the back of your thighs. Keep your feet down on the floor. Lift your upper body and your arms. Your chest, head, arms. There we go. Hold. Now, same thing. You're gonna squeeze the shoulder blades together to lift those arms and lower. You're gonna lift arms and lower. Keep your head and chest up. We're trying to get the back of our shoulders. Lift those arms and lower. 2 more. And last one. And lower everything down to the floor. And sit back in your rest pose. Press yourself onto your hands and knees. Sit hips to heels. Round your low back. All right. Good. And come up to, let's come onto our left side, or whatever side you're on, just come onto one side so we can do side legs. All right, so we're gonna let's start with, we're gonna keep our head all the way down on our bottom arm. Your head, shoulders, hips, and legs are all in one line to begin with. Take your hand, check your low back, make sure it's not arching or tucking, make sure it's nice and neutral here, and take this hand down in front of your abdominals for support. Head is down, your legs, you're reaching both of them, you're trying to keep your legs the same length. You don't want your top one to be shorter than the bottom one, okay? You want to really reach that top leg long so it's as long as the bottom leg. Flex both feet, lift both legs up, and lower both legs down. Lift both legs up and lower down. So we're using these obliques and the bottom inner thigh to lift and lower. Lift and lower. 2 more. Last one. Now lift them up, hold. Hold it, reach them 2 inches longer and bring them to the front edge of your mat. So you're at a 90 degree at your hip socket right here. Both legs are front. Flex both feet. Lift the top leg hip level. Reach it long. So reach it out of that hip socket. You should feel this bottom oblique stack up. You're going to kick that leg front and back. And kick front and back. So what you're trying to do is stabilize this hip. Kick. And use your glute hamstring to press that leg back and stretch the front of this hip. Kick. And reach, kick, and reach. Use this top hand on the mat to stabilize so that your shoulders and your hips aren't rolling forward and back. So abs are pulled in, last 2, and 1. And reach it right above that bottom leg, hold it. Now reach it 2 inches longer than that bottom leg and lift it up and lower down. Keep reaching through the heel. I'm not going to point or flex or anything because I get confused. So, Amy, just lift up a little higher than hip level and then lower down to hip level. So keep your toe and knee facing forward to get into the side booty. There you go, yeah. There you go. Last one. Now lower it all the way down. Let's do the external rotation here. So lower that leg all the way down. Lift it 1 inch, externally rotate the toe and knee to the ceiling. So you're squeezing here in the hip. Now, I want you to keep the external rotation, kick that leg up high, and then flex to lower. So you'll feel it different. So now this is kind of hip flexor right here, more than side booty when we externally rotate. Good. Kick, control it down, don't let it fall. Kick up, squeeze down. Kick up, squeeze down. One more. Kick and squeeze it down, hold. Now point the toe. Now let's do circles in our external rotation. Keep the externally rotated toe and knee to the ceiling. Circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it all the way down. Woo! All right. So keep your knees where they are. Just bend them and bring your feet in line with the back. So feet are in line with your back like you're pressed up against a wall. Feet stay down and together. Lift the top knee up. Lower it down. Lift. This is clown. Keep that top hip stable. Make sure that top hip stays over the bottom hip, and you can check and make sure you have your abs pulled in, the front of your ribs are closed and not flaring. So if you have your ribs flared, you'll feel big arcs in your back. Good. Last two. And one. Hold this leg up, hold this knee up, and pulse it up, up, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. All right, let's do one more. Reach this leg out long, straight from your hip. So the top leg is reaching long. Now, bring that leg forward in front of your bottom knee. Turn the toe down, tap your toe to the floor. Now, as you lift up, you're going to rotate the toe up to the ceiling and tap the heel behind you. And then lift the leg up, tap the toe in front of you. So internal rotation here. You lift up, externally rotate, heel taps down behind you. Lift up, internal, tap the toe. Lift up, external, tap the heel. Good. And you're really pressing down with that bottom leg so that you don't rock too much. Allow flow with the heel. And then bring it back. So let's go ahead and sit up, do a little transition here. So before we go to the other leg, we're going to do a little bit of side plank. So you're going to bring your elbow down, pressing into the floor, and the forearm is just straight in front of you. So again, so here's sagging in the shoulder. You're going to pull that shoulder blade down your back, and you're going to push the elbow into the floor to connect your shoulders. Okay, we're going to keep our knees bent. So you're going to stack the top knee over the bottom knee. Keep the bottom knee pressed into the floor, top hand on your hip. So you're pressing into your bottom knee and your elbow to lift your hips. Good. Now keep the head reaching long. Make sure you're not looking down. Your hips are pushing forward. Your abs are pulled in. Lower the hip down. And lift it back up. So pressing into that bottom elbow, you're lifting this bottom oblique. And then lower. Now lift up, hold. So now we're going to hold. Now you're going to pulse your hips up and up and up. You're going to feel this bottom oblique, pushing your hips. Push, push. 3, 2, 1. And lower that hip. Go ahead and sit up. Let's go into a Z-sit. Let's do our mermaid on this side. So one foot is to the knee, the other one is folded back. You're trying to get your sit bones reaching towards the floor. This hand on your ankle, this arm up by your ear. Reach up to go over. And then reach up, reach your arms to a T. Take this hand down, elbow down, reach the other arm up and over. And then come up, one more each side. Reach up to go over. Keeping that neck really long, shoulders pulled down. And reach up and over. And then come up and swing your legs around. We're going to start with our side kicks. So you're going to lay yourself all the way down. Okay. All right, so make sure you're in a straight line from the top of the head to the heel. This hand right here in front of your abs. Legs are together and feet are flexed. Lift both legs up and lower down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 3, 2 more. And last one, let's hold. Hold this one up. Bring the legs front. So make that 45-degree angle at your hip socket. Hand stays down. Lift the top leg hip level. Just hip level. Reach 2 inches longer. So you stack up those hips. Kick the leg front and back. Kick front and back. Front and back. So as you're pressing this leg back, you're squeezing the glute hamstring and lengthening the front crease. Last 2 and 1 And then bring that leg right above the bottom leg, reach it 2 inches longer and lift it up and lower hip level. Lift above hip level, lower to hip level. So you're squeezing that leg up, pressing it down. Squeezing it up, pressing it down. 3, 2, and 1. Lower it all the way down. Give it a break. Externally rotate that top leg, lift it up 1 inch. So you're still reaching it long. After pull in, keep that leg up, flex, and lower. It's still externally rotated. Control the lower. Kick, flex, lower. Kick, flex, lower. 2 more. Using that breath. Keep breathing. And lower it down. Keep it externally rotated as you circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 8, 7. Keep reaching that leg really long. Make sure you're not falling back on your hip. And lower. All right. Bend your knees for clam. So your feet are in line with your back. And then keep your feet together. Lift the top knee and lower. Lift the top knee and lower. Keeping that top hip stacked over the bottom. You're squeezing the glute to lift the knee. Externally rotating that leg in the hip socket. Last 3 and 2. On this last one, we hold it up. Hold it up. Pulses up, up, up. 4 and 1. Lower down. Now, straighten that top leg out in front of you. Turn the toe and knee to the floor so the toe is touching the floor. Lift that leg up, externally rotate so the toes are up and the heel is down to tap down behind you. And then lift up, internally rotate toe to the floor to tap. And then lift up, externally rotate, heel taps behind you. And lift, toe tap in front, lift, heel tap and back. Toe and heel. And toe and heel. Let's do 1 more. Tap the toe in front, tap the heel in back, and then bring that leg. I think that's all we did. Whew. All right, we're coming up to our planks, side planks. All right, so knees are stacked, elbow is down. Remember, no sagging. We come to Pilates. So you push the elbow into the floor. You connect the lat muscles to hold that shoulder blade down, and you're straight. Both sides of your torso are straight. Hand on your hip. Press into your bottom knee and your elbow to lift the hips. Take a minute to check. Are my hips pushed forward? Is my tailbone lengthening down the back of my legs? Is my abs pulled in? Lower the hip. Lift the hip up and lower down. And lift up, hold. Now we're gonna hold it. Keep pushing that elbow into the floor. Pulse your hips up, up, up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the hips. Come on and sit up. Find your Z sit, where you can stack your legs. Most people like this. Hips facing forward, shoulders facing forward. Hand on your ankle, right other arm to the ear. Reach up to go over. Keep pulling those shoulders away from your ears. Long neck. Come up to your T. And then over to the other side. Reach the fingertips. Reach to those fingers. And then come up to a T. And over to the bent side. And then come up. And exhale over. And then come up. Let's come into our hands and knees, our quadruped. Okay, so knees are hip width apart. Hands are directly under the shoulders. So let's start with a cat-cow here. So tuck the chin, round the spine, up to the ceiling. And then go into your arch, looking forward, tailbone behind you, pulling those shoulders out of your ears. And then round and arch. Inhale to round, pull those abs up, pull the belly above the spine. Exhale as you arch. One more. Cat and cow. And then come into neutral. So eyes to the floor, abs pulling in, tuck your toes, and lift those knees 2 inches, hold. So we're just holding those knees up, breathe, and then lower the knees. Take a little breath, and then lift the knees, clip into your abs, hold. Lift those knees 2 inches, hold. Keep them up. Now swing the knees right and left. Shoulders and head stay stable. You're rotating at those obliques, rotating the hips and the legs. Last one each side, right and left. Come back to the middle, lower down. Sit back into a little rest pose. All right, and come back up. Come back onto your hands and knees. And let's go into our plank. So lengthen your toes long. All you're gonna do is straighten your left leg as you curl the toes under. You should be right into your plank. And then your left leg straight, or right leg straightens, hold it. Now, just slide your plank shape forward an inch, back an inch. Forward an inch, back an inch. Keeping those hips nice and stable. Glutes are tight, legs are tight. 3, 2, and 1. Bring those knees down, sit back, find a rest pose, round your spine. All right, we're gonna go into our down dog. So come onto your hands and knees, tuck your toes, lift your hips to the ceiling as you straighten your legs, push your hands into the floor, push your hips over your ankles, just wherever you feel the stretch in the back of the legs, shoulders reaching down the back. Good, hold it and breathe, lift both heels up, lower the heels down. Lift the heels, lower the heels. Keep your abs pulled in and up. Last 2, last 1. Lower those heels, walk your feet forward 1 step, and then walk your hands back to your feet. Hang your head, hang your arms, just breathe. And then start from your tailbone to curl underneath you, scoop your abs to lift you up, 1 bone at a time, all the way to standing. Take an inhale, reach up to the ceiling, and an inhale, exhale to lower, sorry. 1 more big inhale, reach, and exhale, lower. And you guys made it. Yay. Good work. Thanks for coming. How'd you like it? Everything okay? I gotta unmute. Oh gosh. Yeah, here we go. Okay, sorry. You survived?
That was great. Yeah, very good.
Good.
Still good sitting all day long doing
Yeah,
work,
doesn't it
so.
feel good to get up and move? Yeah.
Yes.
All right, glad you made it on, Jim.
Thank you.
And you guys have a great week.
Thanks. We'll see you there.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Thank you.